When the world sees the Philippines, it often sees paradise, white beaches, clear water, smiling people, colorful festivals, beautiful islands, music, family, food, and faith. And yes, that Philippines is real. But there is another Philippines that many people do not see. A Philippines where families live under bridges, where children sleep beside flood canals, where people work all day but still cannot afford enough food, where some communities are so poor that leftover food from garbage is collected, washed, reheated, and eaten. This is not a story made to shame the Philippines. This is a story about truth, because a country can be beautiful and broken at the same time. Poverty behind the smiles. Filipinos are known for smiling even during hardship. But behind many smiles, there is hunger. According to the Philippine Statistics Authority, in 2023, about 17.54 million Filipinos were considered poor. That means their income was not enough to afford basic food and non-food needs. For a family of 5, the poverty threshold was around 13,873 pesos per month in 2023. Think about that. That amount is supposed to cover rice, vegetables, meat, electricity, water, transportation, rent, school expenses, medicine, and emergencies. For many families, it is impossible. And when money is not enough, people are forced to choose food or medicine, rent or school supplies, electricity or transportation, a full meal today or debt tomorrow. This is the hidden reality of poverty in the Philippines. It is not only about having no money, it is about living every day with no safety net. The reality of slums. In Metro Manila and other parts of Luzon, many poor families live in informal settlements. Some homes are built beside rivers. Some are built near garbage dumps. Some are made from plywood, scrap metal, tarpaulin, and old plastic sheets. In these places, life is crowded. A whole family may sleep in one small room. There may be no proper toilet. Clean water may be shared. During heavy rain, dirty floodwater can enter the home. Fire is also a constant danger. In crowded communities, one small flame can destroy hundreds of homes. But these communities are not just slums. They are neighborhoods. There are mothers cooking breakfast before sunrise, fathers leaving early for construction work, children going to school in worn-out uniforms, vendors selling food on the street, grandparents taking care of babies while parents work. Many people ask, why don't they just move? But for poor families, location is survival. They live near the city because the city is where the work is. If they move far away, they may lose their jobs. Transportation can become too expensive. A relocation site may have a house but no stable income nearby. So they stay, not because they want to suffer, but because poverty often gives people no good choices. Pagpag, food from waste. One of the darkest realities in some poor areas of Luzon, especially in Metro Manila, is called pagpag. Pagpag is leftover food, usually meat or chicken, taken from garbage, restaurants, or fast food waste. It is collected, cleaned, washed, boiled, fried, or cooked again with sauce. For many people, this sounds shocking. But for some families, pagpag is not a story. It is dinner. In places like Tondo, Manila, and nearby poor communities, pagpag has been reported for years. Some people collect food waste from restaurants. They separate pieces of meat that still look usable. Then the food is cooked again and sold cheaply. Some servings can cost only a few pesos compared to fresh meat from the market. People do not eat pagpag because they want to. They eat it because they are hungry. They know it can be dangerous. They know it may cause sickness. They know it came from trash. But hunger changes everything. When the choice is between unsafe food and no food at all, survival becomes more important than pride. Pagpag is not just about food. Pagpag is proof that poverty has reached a level where people are forced to recycle what others throw away. It also shows a painful contradiction. In the same city, food is wasted every day. But a few streets away, someone is searching through garbage just to eat. Poverty and crime. In poor communities, crime can become part of daily fear. Theft, robbery, drugs, scams, gang activity, violence. But we must be careful with the truth. Poverty does not automatically make someone a criminal. Most poor Filipinos are honest people. They work hard, they wake up early, they sacrifice for their children, they survive in conditions that many people could not handle. But poverty can create desperation. When people have no stable job, no food, no education, no support, and no hope, some may turn to crime. A young person may join a gang because it gives protection or income. A parent may steal because their child has not eaten. A teenager may enter illegal work because legal opportunities feel impossible. Crime is not only about bad choices. Sometimes it is also about broken systems. If a person grows up surrounded by hunger, overcrowding, violence, and hopelessness, survival can become dangerous. That does not excuse crime, but it helps explain why it happens. If society wants less crime, it cannot only build more jails. It must also build more jobs, better schools, safer housing, and real opportunities. Chapter 5. Children who grow up too early. In many poor areas, children learn the meaning of survival too young. Some collect plastic bottles, some sell snacks on the street, some beg in traffic. Some take care of younger siblings while their parents work. Some go to school hungry. Education is often called the way out of poverty, but even education has a cost. Uniforms cost money, projects cost money, transportation costs money, internet and gadgets cost money. For poor students, school is not just about studying. It is about fighting every day to stay there. Some children drop out not because they are lazy, but because their family needs help now. This is one of the cruelest parts of poverty. It steals childhood. Chapter 6. The hidden workers of the Philippines. Many people do not notice the workers who keep the country moving. The street vendors, the jeepney drivers, the construction workers, the garbage collectors, the market sellers, the kasambahays, the delivery riders, the factory workers, the farmers and fishermen. They work long hours, often with low pay and little protection. Many of them are one sickness away from debt, one accident away from losing income, one typhoon away from starting over. And still, they continue. Because in the Philippines, survival is often treated like strength, but sometimes, what people call resilience is actually people being forced to endure too much. Chapter 7. The positive side of the Philippines. But this country is not only suffering. The Philippines also has a powerful positive side. Filipinos are known around the world for care, talent, and sacrifice. Overseas Filipino workers send billions of dollars home every year. In 2024, personal remittances from overseas Filipinos reached about $38.34 billion, according to reports citing the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. That money helps families pay for food, school, medicine, homes, and small businesses. Filipinos are also known as nurses, seafarers, teachers, engineers, artists, athletes, musicians, and caregivers across the world. Inside the country, there are also many people helping quietly: community kitchens, feeding programs, church groups, teachers using their own money for students, volunteers helping after floods and fires, small organizations giving food to children in poor communities, and even in the poorest neighborhoods, you can see generosity: a neighbor sharing rice, a mother feeding a child who is not her own, a family opening their small home during a storm, people laughing together even when life is heavy. That is also the Philippines, not just poverty, but humanity. Chapter 8. The real question. The real question is not, why are poor people like this? The real question is, why are so many people still forced to live like this? Why does Pagpag still exist? Why do children still sleep hungry? Why do families work hard and still remain poor? Why are there communities where people live beside garbage, while luxury buildings rise nearby? The Philippines is not poor because Filipinos are weak. The Philippines struggles because of inequality, corruption, Low wages, lack of affordable housing, expensive food, disasters, and systems that often forget the people at the bottom. But there is still hope, because the same country that has poverty also has courage. The same country that has slums also has communities that refuse to give up. The same country that has Pagpag also has people fighting so children can eat real meals. Ending the Philippines is beautiful, but beauty should never be used to hide suffering. If we truly love this country, we must look at it honestly. We must see the beaches, but also the slums. We must see the smiles, but also the hunger. We must see the festivals, but also the families eating from waste. We must see the crime, but also the desperation behind it. We must see the pain, but also the hope. This is the Philippines they do not always show you. A country of paradise and poverty, a country of struggle and strength, a country where many people are still waiting, not for pity, but for a fair chance. And maybe the first step is simple: do not look away. If this story opened your eyes, the Philippines is more than its beaches, malls, and tourist spots. It is also the families fighting hunger, the children dreaming in crowded streets, and the workers who keep going even when life gives them almost nothing. But it is also a country full of hope, kindness, strength, and people who still believe tomorrow can be better. If you learned something from this video, please leave a like. It helps this story reach more people. Subscribe for more real documentaries about hidden truths, human stories, and the realities many people never see. And most importantly, remember this: the goal is not to judge the poor. The goal is to understand them. Because change begins when we stop ignoring the truth. Thank you for watching.